Yeah, Rap Radar Podcast, Elliot Wilson.
B-Dot.
B-Dot, what's up, baby?
I'm feeling good, man.
We got Danny Brown in the building.
Detroit's very own.
Woo! Got that Rosenberg shirt. You know what I'm saying? Man's
You know
approved.
what I'm saying?
That You Know What I'm Saying album is dope, though. The Q-Tip produced that joint.
That's one of my favorite joints. Best Life.
Yes, indeed, man. You know what I'm saying? Danny Brown up in the got a whole new look, man. New attitude, new album.
That's what happens. New money.
Let's get into it, man. And he thinks he got better laugh than me, man. We're going to talk about that, man.
Oh, hell no.
Battle that, man. Let's get into it, man. Danny Brown, baby.
Rap Radar Podcast.
Yeah, title.
Came from the sewer where hot dogs got boiled right up in the same pot. Cooked the rock, went front, flipping on match tuck. Flipping them sacks, hide and seeks and spots to.
This guy says he feels like a new rapper again.
Yeah, I'm feeling like a whole new man.
You look different.
Adorable.
I gotta do
Danny Brown.
I gotta do a formal Detroit. What up, though?
What up, y'all? Yeah, I was Jalen Rose. I got my what up, does out.
Okay. But you got to see, you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What are you saying on this album?
Not a goddamn thing. That's the funny part about it.
Yo, you got a better laugh than me?
That's impossible.
I'm gonna have a laugh off, man.
I mean, I get paid for this laugh, so I don't know. You got it.
Me too, my nigga. Me too.
Laugh, you know. I just do it sometimes. It's like it's a brand at this point.
No, but this is exciting, man.
I'm going to copyright it.
I know you said with Q-Tip, the main thing was like a lot of times the earlier music used like more organic, one take, just get it out there. Yeah. He made you kind of go, resit, like how do we make each song better and better?
Just listening to the theme song, that song is like 3 years old and probably recorded like over 300 times.
Theme song, track 2.
Swear to God. Because these motherfuckers didn't know the
Voice
voice.
manager, Dart Parker.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, the voice he wanted, I have that voice on the album. And he kept making, it's just not right. It's, kept recording, kept recording.
The tone of your voice?
Yeah, because you know I got different voices and shit.
Yeah.
But they wanted this voice that they couldn't even project to tell me what the voice was. And it's the Savage Nomad voice.
No, but you popping some shit on that record.
Theme song?
Yeah.
It's, you know, you know.
That's just the MC thing? Like, you know, everyone's got my motherfuckers that Danny Brown's nice on that microphone. He got bars and all that.
Sequencing this album, I looked at it as like a late 90s, early 2000 thing.
Right.
And the first 3 songs of those albums that I really like a Jay-Z album, they was popping shit on song number 2 always. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Even like a Prodigy.
So
you shot him out on the record like Prodigy, Mobb Deep, right?
Shouts at the Prodigy. He shouted me out on his last album. Rest in peace, man. One of my favorite rappers ever to exist on this earth that people need to fucking show more respect to, man.
P.
Right.
Prodigy. What? One of the best to ever do this shit. And if a lot of people want to just be on some nerd shit, if you want to just go back and like listen to all his things, he's one of the smartest rappers to exist.
Right.
Like street smart niggas, like the type of shit he was talking about, like it's starting to come alive to this day. Like, you know, I don't want to be on conspiracy theory, but my nigga ain't die for no fucking boiled egg, man. Fuck out of here, man.
Right. Yeah. But the opening track, Change Up, man, sounds like you're making like a declaration with that. Like even the beat sounds like something's about to happen. It's really ominous.
Yeah, Change Up is when you go away. Like people, like when I put out an album, or I'm not a social media, like I'm of course everybody's social media, but I'm not the type of person that's just on Instagram live talking all the time. I'm not. Yeah. So I go black. Yeah. You know, I will go black.
You'll make us miss you.
Yes, yeah. I will disappear and Change Up and saying, I'm back, bitch. Yeah. It ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying?
He said people say you were gone. I was like,
back from the grave.
Like, where the fuck have you been, Danny? It's been like 3 years.
Mind of a master, blood of a slave. Heart of a king stuck in between. The devil and my angel on my shoulder as I speak. Yeah. Lost in the streets, found on the beat. Still kept a clip asking who got it for cheap. Come on, man. Who's fucking with me? This is poetry.
Right.
At its highest, you know.
But why did you take that hiatus, though?
That's what I do. I mean, at the end of the day, man, I feel like in life, you're either creating or discovering. So when I'm not creating, I'm discovering. I can't discover in front of motherfuckers' face. And that's what a lot of these people do. They give away the sauce too much. So when I'm gone, I'm discovering.
Right.
So it's almost a pillage. You know? That's why I'm so being able, I mean, that's why I feel so sorry for a lot of these 20-year-old rappers right now. Because they're putting themselves, they're playing a very dangerous game. Like how Jay-Z would say, the rap game like the crack game.
Yeah.
Like these motherfuckers is putting felonies on their records. Right. Not in real life, but in the you know, and a person in the
art.
world,
You're putting sharing it with the world.
You're not going to be able to make it after this and after life. Like you putting all these tattoos on your face. What else are you going to do past this? You know what I'm saying? Like, even someone like me, where rap has been my whole thing, my entire life is what I breathe and live for, and now I'm doing something like a Danny's House. So even I'm progressing and finding something else to do with my fucking talents and being able to progress. You know, but you guys are setting yourself up to look nasty as fuck with face tattoos.
Right.
And and people be like, yo, that used to be, you know how much that has to suck? Like, and to do it for auto-tune music? And to do it for something that's not even a representation of you. Yeah. To do it as something, you are a robot. Yeah. You're like a simulation, but it's gonna be real for you one day. So I will say, for any new rapper, if you wanna be a rapper, do it because you love it, because it's just like gang banging or like some real street shit now. Like you're involving yourself in something that's gonna change your life forever, and you might not be able to go back. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to think that long term.
I put prayers to you guys. You know, I feel sorry for a lot of you because y'all ain't gonna make it. The shit ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So whatever.
During that discovery, were you still in Detroit or did you go away?
No. Oh yeah, I take me and my manager, we call him, I don't know, I take little rap trips.
Oh, okay.
And I'll go to like a city and I will engulf myself in their culture for like a week or a weekend and, you know, hang out and just like Houston. I did Houston.
Okay.
Even though I had sounds. You know what a nigga was doing in Houston. But, you know, that was like early in the game, though. That was when Sauce Twins and Maxo had just started cracking. Okay. So I was like, let me go see what these motherfuckers is doing on it. So I do shit like that. My next music trip, I'm going to go to New Orleans. But just for jazz.
Just to study jazz. How important is it as a musician? It seems like, you know, what I've always loved about you is you're such a student of hip hop. Like, you're such a student of the game.
I would say music in general.
Music in general.
Fuck hip hop.
Yeah.
You know.
But how important is that to be a musician, to be to know your past and to really study it and stay engulfed in the history?
Because that's what you care about. That's what I'm saying. We have a lot of people that's involving themselves into something that they don't really care about like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're gonna fuck their life up in the long run, because you don't breathe. Like if you told me right now, like, bro, you can die right now for hip hop to live for the next whatever, I will lose my life for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? At a heartbeat. These motherfuckers ain't living like that. You know what I'm saying? You can obviously see it in the way they make music and follow the trends the way they do. Even some of these OGs that's doing it now, I see a lot of them fall victim to the clout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, yo, you made a song with him?
Touching that.
10 years ago.
For the bitch ass niggas, like, richer head got all bigger. Like, you kind of check motherfuckers. Like, you feel like.
That theme song is really about, it's checking. It's about the young niggas and it's about the old niggas too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now, I guess that word, clout chasing, has become this era's player hating.
That's a good way of looking at it, right?
Because you gotta remember, player hating was like, which now to me seems kind of positive. Was like, don't talk, like, come on man, show some love, like you player hating. But now clout chasing, where we made the internet, it connected us, so social media has made the world smaller in some sense, but now no one's gonna network because you're clout chasing. So if I see somebody like where we didn't have that, I have to walk up to you. If I saw you somewhere, like, nigga, I'm nice. Check my, but now a motherfucker see you and be like, clout chasing. I ain't.
Right.
So now you got a whole bunch of motherfucking rappers that ain't even social.
I thought it was interesting. You said in your journey, like, you had made this music and then you went away to jail and your brother put it out there and the blog started picking it up. But even when you got a little hot on the internet, you felt like you had to go put in that work in Detroit, because how am I not going to be hot in my hometown?
But I'm still not. I've never been hot in my hometown like that.
You don't think so?
Hell no. Like, Detroit has a street rap history. And I'm from, hot, what I meant was probably going through the J Dilla pipeline. Which the underground, we have that. That's always going to be there.
But you felt like you had to go back in real life,
but that's
activate
not hot.
what
Like
you was
in
doing
Detroit,
online.
like a person like Sada Baby is on fire right now in Detroit. Like, I can walk the streets and fucking go to Fishbone. I'm living my best life. Sada Baby probably can't even go outside right now. You know? Which it probably sucks, because he probably can go to a, you know, like me. I'm at home, no one fucks with me. But I can go to London and can't go outside. Feel me? He's at home, can't go outside, but he probably leave there and it's not the same thing, you know? But he's one of my favorite rappers though, so shout out to Sada Baby.
But you were saying it's important to touch the people though, like if it's not just having his presence online. It's
no, because what it was that it's different now, but back then I would come out here and I was cracking, like I would, people like, oh, you dope, blah, blah, blah. But then when they would go back and do their research, be like, don't nobody know who you are. Rap world.
Yeah.
I was more of a street nigga. Like if you would have did some street homework, niggas would be like, oh, Danny, oh shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Cuz trying to rap, he's stupid as hell.
You touching on the best life, right? Best life sort of talks about a lot of the come up.
Came from the soil where hot dogs got boiled right up in the same pot, uncooked the rock. Went from flipping on mats to flipping them sacks, hide and seeks and spots to out and we sell crack, facts.
Yeah.
War on drugs was a chess game, was a pawn, guns drawn on my front lawn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You getting
Poetry.
No, you getting busy on Best Life. I think that's one of my favorite joints. You connected with
funny
Q-Tip
that
By having that thing on you too at the end of the first verse on that one on the best
My
life.
favorite bar is that by myself in a spot and I never got lonely. You can ask all of my homies. Caught the bus with a stack and a cap heater on me. But it's like, that line is so deep. Like, you can just be in a crack house by yourself and never need, like, just playing 2K on Dreamcast, looking out the window for the rain.
Dreamcast, wow.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Playing 2K on Dreamcast, and I had the TV in front of the window. So anybody car go by, because I was so lit with it, I'd be playing a video game. Like, we were getting raided every week one point in time. I'd be in the apartment playing the game, and I'd just see the van come instantly.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a spot I was on the first floor. It was like maybe 7 floors on the building. You go up the stairs and you get on the roof. And you can get on the roof, it looks like it's padlocked. When you get to the roof, it's a ladder you gotta climb and it's a padlock. So anybody that would just walk up and see that, you would think it's locked. But you can literally just walk, that lock ain't doing shit. You can literally walk and push it open.
Right.
So I would run to the roof, push that shit up. I had a sack of weed up there. That's how much we was getting raided.
Damn.
I kept an ounce on the roof. So boom, they'll raid the shit, boom. I'll run up to the roof, blah, blah. Roll up a blunt, sit on top of the thing, because they would hit it. But you sitting on it, it seems like it's locked now. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just be sitting up there smoking, wait till the raid, look down, oh, the van gone, go back down, the whole shit tore up, pay a crackhead clean this shit up. We back open, baby. Now I know they ain't coming for another week. Let's go. Now I got my shirt off, I'm cooking chicken and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking a shower, I'm taking shits in the spot, I don't give a fuck. Now I'm living my best life. Ain't nothing like after a raid. Nothing like after a raid. You like, clean this shit up, it's on, 2 for 10 now.
Life
Let's
after
go.
a raid. But even that record, Best Life, connected with Q-Tip, like, why was that such great synergy? Because that's like one of the highlights on the album.
I would say it's one of the first songs we did. It was the first song that we caught it. You know? Like, because working with Tip, man, he has a high level of, rap music.
Yeah.
Right? So it takes something really good to,
To like
tickle
impress
his
him.
fancy.
Impress
You know
him.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It take a little something to tickle his
He was
fancy.
a little tough on
bit.
you.
I wouldn't say it was tough on me. I wasn't doing good at the time. Because you got to think, I just came off a Tri-City exhibition.
Right.
So I'm coming from this, where I would have went with it if I didn't have him involved is probably where I didn't need to go, So thank God, people intervened. It was almost like an intervention. Like, hold up, man. You're going too far off the deep end, Like, because I fuck around, this next album, because I was getting too cool with being experimental and shit like that. Like,
Which records did he like from you?
that's where he liked the beginning shit.
Oh, okay.
That's where he was like the hybrid shit.
Yeah,
Hybrid.
get triple X, get back to all that
No.
stuff. Oh, not even that.
Hybrid, hot
Way early.
soup shit. Like,
Back
None
to
of
your,
that
back
high
to your
voice shit.
essence. Back to your essence.
I don't want
yeah.
none of that high voice double time
That's
shit.
what he said. No, say it like Q-Tip. Was it that?
Nah, he ain't say it like that. His shit was guitar solo. Like, I need that guitar solo beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that, Danny. And to me, guitar solo and those songs like that, I call it Nas cosplay. Like, I'm a super Nas fan, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time you hear me do that deep voice and Danny, I think I'm not. I'm trying to be Nas.
Because on this new album, it sounds like your voice is more baritone. It's not as high pitched as it used to be.
Because that's what Cuz
He was on you about it,
He's
yeah.
like, he don't want that shit. That's why Dirty Laundry is the last song we recorded for the album. It was a song, we had it, it was on another beat, produced by Sam I Am. Anybody know Sam I Am, we know he's a fucking retarded motherfucker. He couldn't figure out the sample to the beat. So it was, and then he got to the point where he was just telling us like, fuck the song, man. I can't figure out, fuck it, man, whatever. Like,
Let it
fuck
go, let it go.
Yeah, I'm like, what? You don't do do shit like this. Like, only Sam I Am would be like, fuck a Denny Brown album, man. Just pick something else, man. You don't need that song. Like, why are you tripping? So Tip, I think he got kind of mad at that, to be honest. He's like,
So I'm going to take it on.
Yeah, let's figure this out. But we were trying to figure it out. He actually had an Andre 3000 song. And he was like, maybe you should just take this and like figure this one out. And maybe we can convince Andre to use this for your album. Like, and then I would have an Andre feature. Wow. And I'm like, oh, so amazing. Hell yeah, we're going to do that. Yeah, we're doing that. He played the song, it was dope. Yeah, we're doing this. And in his going through shit, he made a mistake and just played like 3 seconds of Dirty Laundry beat. And he just saw the look on my face. It just probably changed from anything he probably saw before. It was like, he's like, oh, you like that shit. That's just what he said. He looked at me, he was like, you like that shit. You know, me like a giddy little kid, like, yeah.
I do.
Like, hell yeah, I like that shit. Yeah. Almost like a motherfucker tickling your nipples or something. Like, you like that shit, don't you? Like, yeah.
He shot the video in Harlem too?
Yeah.
Like a pimped out cab driver or something.
Harlem.
Crazy cabbie.
Did you have fun with that
I
one?
had a beef with that because I talked to my managers and them, and I'm like, man, I'm looking all cute and shit. You know, I'm sexy and shit. Why y'all want to make me look fucked up now? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been looking fucked up my whole career. As soon as I get a little cute,
A little handsome.
as soon as I get a little sexy
A little
and
Jenny
shit,
Jones makeover.
Yeah.
y'all want to make me look fucked up.
Give you a belly and shit.
Okay,
Why
I
need
get
a
it.
belly? Why need a belly?
I get it. I get it. No one wants to see me thrive. You know, because you know what's next. A nigga get that 6-pack, nigga. I'm on the cover of fucking GQ, like, nigga, sexy. So, yeah.
But you really like Dirty Laundry. That's why that was the first song we got released from the project?
No. That wasn't my choice. That was Dark Parker's choice. First song. Because he said if he heard that song first from somebody's album, it would make him interested in hearing the rest. Like, me personally, I wanted Combat to be the thing. We just ended there. Like, fuck it, put Combat out, let me wear some Carhartt and Timbs, and just be out of here.
Before we get to Combat, the last song you really talk about, you know, sexual escapades and stuff like that. And
sexual escapades? What are we talking about?
Fun time. Dirty Laundry.
Oh, Dirty Laundry? No, it's actually...
Before we get to Combat.
See?
Uh-oh.
Now we got to go back to there. Dirty Laundry is actually a stand-up set. Right? When I tell people this album's like a comedy album, this and that, I'm kind of trolling a little bit.
Okay.
Because it's only that one song where that's the whole aspect. The original beat was a slow-ass, like... I called it, you remember when you watched Police Academy?
Yeah.
And they would always go into that gay bar, what's it called? Blue Oyster?
Blue Oyster.
Yep.
Right. So the beat was kind of like that. And so I rapped it with more of a stand-up comedy approach. So the hybrid, telling you, try again, sleep with the beast, Daniel when the lion's den, still drop dirty, I had to pop an icing, itched all damn day, just to get violated. Ever seen a roach with babies, having babies in the hood, like whatever? We in this bitch together. And then had like you know, so once got a hoe, had money for the room, so we did the Humpty Hump in the Burger King bathroom. Can't get a job, dropped out in the felon, with this fat white bitch on a net name Helen, 300 pounds, made more like 280, had a couple of babies, 270, give or take it. Caught that securing the bag, had to fight the baby dad, tried to stop how I eat, so I got up on his ass. Ever been hungry before and had to take a shit? That's how I feel when I think about this rap shit. Something this. Something that. Donald Trump this. Black Lives Matter. Well, I'm figuring out my brain how to make this blunt fatter.
Yeah.
Thinking why nobody made draws just watching porn that's splatterproof. Well, that don't matter to you? See, that wasn't even the original song. Because Q-Tip, when we got the new beat, he's like, fuck that talking shit. It was like Blueface. Like, man, rap, like, fuck that.
Right.
Like, he totally threw away my concept. You didn't really get the concept of what the song was. Like, so it was like more rap to it. That's why I seen a lot of people review the song. It was like, Danny wasn't in his pocket like he normally, it wasn't, the flow of it wasn't, because they wasn't supposed to be that.
Yeah.
You know, Tip made it to a normal rap song.
So there's no Lori? There's no Lori from Hunky Dory?
I don't even know what Hunky Dory's is. It's just rhyme. There's no strip club called Hunky Dory's nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I made up.
Yeah.
Left the house in a hurry. With my wife at home, she didn't want to hear that story. Went to the car, had changed for laundry. Said I had to wash clothes anyway. Told you I'm sorry. Shit, it's slow anyway, before you was born. Later on, gave me head, and the car had me moaning. Guess what I seen in the laundromat the next morning? You get what I'm saying? It's like joke. It's like Dolomite.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Coming out soon.
Now you definitely rapping.
So that's some blaxploitation for your ass.
It works, man.
You working on like, I know you focus on the raps, but combat to me is just like
I could quit now.
That's really like the center. Even though it's like the last track, it's like the centerpiece of the album.
No, that's the whole album. It's the whole album. I mean, to me, this album is me going back full circle.
Yeah.
I look at it as if this was an alternate reality, it was a simulation or something. And when I put out the hybrid, if Q-Tip would have acknowledged it then and been like, damn, this nigga fire, and grabbed me then, you know? And who knows what this story would be now. So this is that me going, and then you want me to go back to where you could have grabbed me then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so it's kind of weird.
But why did you feel like you wanted to tackle the street life element on Combat on that record?
Because that's the basis of what we rap about. You know? Like, it's, what else do I rap about?
Right.
You know?
It's more so about,
I'm just saying, what else do you rap when you just rap? Like,
yeah.
When you just rap, like, what else you rapping about? Like, you want to be the coolest, hardest, you want to be Terminator in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's me being Terminator. Like, that's MC, and you want to be the coolest motherfucker on the block. I don't give a fuck. I could talk a cat off the back of a fish truck. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell me what's up.
Yeah.
All about the game. Some hunting big bucks. Like, every bar is a bar.
Yeah,
like, when people talk about, like, combo breakers, like, he's on fire, NBA Jam shit. Like, that's when I knew I was on fire. When I listen to it back myself, like, every line is a bar. Like, even that line's all about the game, so I'm hunting big bucks. No one would get that, but I'm from Michigan, so we got deers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I love that gamey meat. You know what I'm saying?
He said, trying to live long through my music.
Trying to live long to my music, influence the next person to do it. Yeah. The odds are against you, kiddo. Life on everything from you like a divorced widow. Trying to get it.
How
like
does
the
it feel
next
put out this
Negro.
album where I feel like those 3 albums you put before that, they're so critically acclaimed, right? Like you look at a lot of your reviews, like a lot of the critics have always championed you.
In
like,
the last album I put out, somebody said something that fucking stuck with me in my heart. They said it was a critic bait album. And I kind of understood where they were coming from with that. It's like, damn, you're right, kind of. I'm not saying it was. I mean, it's still me making
your
it.
intention.
But they got to realize I don't sell records.
Yeah.
The critics are my selling records. Like, if I'm not selling records, I'm not being acknowledged for that type. The only other satisfaction I can get out of it is people telling me it's dope. If I'm not selling records and I'm putting out these projects and they telling me it's trash, like, just quit, motherfucker. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But
no career.
I'm putting out critically acclaimed albums that, you know, they don't chart. But David Bowie didn't chart with Ziggy Stardust. Now look at his career now. That is over with, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So I look at shit like that. And then, this is one thing, man, Dart told me that he don't know that stuck with me. But he told me, man, all your favorite rappers you like wasn't selling records either.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we didn't judge it in that context. Yeah, yeah.
Like, and I thought about it.
What's
like,
Mobb
right.
Deep's first week?
All my favorite rappers was not selling records.
Well, to be fair, Nas did sell records, though.
When he started trying to sell records. Come on. We would, if
Illmatic didn't get that diamond certification.
If Nas was on an indie, we would never got a Genuine feature. Did we need that? Fuck no.
But he had Lauren and I Rule the World and
Fuck no. I Rule the
what he
World
went
was
for.
dope.
What he went
we
for.
could have had that on an indie project.
right.
Yeah.
Nas is a nigga that needed to be on, he never needed to be on a major label, man. Major labels, fuck that shit up, man.
Steve Stout's calling you right now.
I mean, it's all
He said something about you like the real independent, not the fake independent. One of the lines.
no, because I'm fake independent too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. But I'm saying I'm signed to an independent label.
Right.
I'm not putting this shit out with my own money.
Yeah.
The real independent is that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? When
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing it your fucking self. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still, nigga, I'm just turning in the project, nigga, and they putting it out. That's not independent at the end of
Yeah.
the day. I'm just signed to an indie.
Yeah.
But with the
So me saying that line, I'm gonna clear it up. That's my whole ass shit. That's whole ass shit for me to say that.
So you
I ain't gotta lie when I say
you think
independent. Because I'm kind of lying because I'm not the one that's putting that out.
So you think making this album with Q-Tip is challenging that streak with the critics? Like maybe they won't embrace this as much because you didn't go the extra step?
No, because I feel like the critics now, I'm older than the motherfuckers.
Damn.
And
Right.
Q-Tip is a fucking legend. So I feel like a lot of them motherfuckers gonna listen to it with a different ear to be like, I'm gonna rate it high anyway.
Yeah.
Even with atrocities.
And My music is slow burners.
That's true.
So you listen to it for a week and you think you about to review that shit and you're gonna be like, oh, this with a nigga that's set with these songs for years and you're gonna review it in a week and think you about to give a good score on that and not look stupid 2 years later? Go ahead. Try your best shot, because every album y'all did it. Y'all, as soon as, look, let me give my speech.
Get your shit off.
Every album come out, these motherfuckers be like, oh, Danny Brown this, Danny Brown that. Then 2 years later, it's the greatest shit you ever heard in your life. So just shut the fuck up and enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't judge me that quick, maybe, because you can't. I'm 38 years old. I've been making fucking rap songs since I was fucking 16. You get what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you gonna tell me?
Yeah.
You can't. You get what I'm saying? Especially right now. Like, that's what you're saying with the critics. I'm older than half these motherfuckers reviewing my albums. And I have way more musical knowledge than they do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So how you gonna say, you can't even tell me my shit trash.
Right.
You don't even have the knowledge of me. So just shut the fuck up and realize that I'm ill with this shit, I'm a genius, and 2 years later you'll realize it.
Right.
Every album it happened.
What is that transition like being like? I see even like with the Coles and Kendrick. Like you guys have been in it for a year, not like for a
Coles
decade
and
now.
Kendrick.
You guys are like the young OGs in a sense, right? Like what has that transition been like for you? You're no longer like the new sensation. Like you
I'm
guys
not
are
with the
established.
Coles and Kendricks though.
You came around the same time.
Rocky.
though.
Yeah, but I'm
One
not
Train.
with
Let's
that.
say One Train, for example.
I'm not with none of that though. Like I'm like, I don't have. You gotta look at it like this shit sits in its own place, and I look at it like almost like high end fashion or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it don't sell a lot because a lot of people can't afford it. You know, like your ears aren't that rich. You don't have the palate to be able to take in what the fuck I'm delivering to you. You know.
Right.
So the people that do get it and enjoy it and understand, those are people with high taste. There are people. This is the caviar rap.
Yeah.
There are people where you can't just jump into this shit eating caviar, man. Come on, man. You got to eat sardines first. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers.
I'm saying, I'm hungry, nigga.
You can't just jump in this shit eating caviar. So a lot of these niggas eating sardines right now, but you got to go through the sardines.
So you in your art itself, you intend to carve your own place. You don't want to be lumped in a group with anybody from the generation of peers. In a sense, like you go out of your way to make sure that your content has
I
its
do
own
have a peer
lane.
group, but my peer group has lineage. Like it's like you have to look at something like Def Jux. You have to look at somebody like a Dizzy Rascal. None of it is not in my circle though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at this point of me and my career, it's almost like my own genre. That's why I tell it. That's what I talk to my manager. Tell Dar all the time is like, can it work in my universe? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck what's going on in the rap world.
Yeah. Really?
Danny Brown has his own universe where he's the best rapper in the world. He's the biggest rapper.
Yeah.
It got catalog.
Who can exist in his universe? So I don't bring people into my world of making music if it doesn't work to make it like JPEG Mafia right now.
Yeah.
The best shit going right now. I don't give
Right.
a fuck what any of you motherfuckers talking about. Best album of the year. I'm
JPEG
that
Mafia,
fucking humble. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what anybody talking about. I don't give a fuck what your review is. I've been listening to music a long fucking time. That's probably...
Danny out here trying to take our job. You know, he
I'm
interviews
gonna jump out the
people now.
window. I'm gonna jump out the window.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna catch you.
But it's probably the best rap album since Pimp a Butterfly.
What?
JPEG Mafia?
Cut.
What is the name of this album? What's the name of the album? I
All my
listened.
heroes are cornballs.
I'm listening to that today.
Just to Pimp a Butt. Nah.
All my heroes are cornballs.
Listen to that today.
Jay, you jumped out the window like Eric Sermon on that one.
I mean, I'll go with that. But I told you I was jumping out the window.
He did.
Yeah.
But it exists
So
in
you
my
said he
universe.
got to. So
True,
he needs to be
okay.
on my
It
album.
exists in my universe.
So you loving that album? He got to be on my album.
He produced the best song. I'm gonna say the best song, but the best. I ain't gonna say that.
One of the best.
The
One
song
of
with
my
Running
favorites.
Jewels.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
produced that one,
Let's talk
and
about
he's
that.
on the hook with for the Flying Lotus joint,
Right.
which is what is it called? Negro Spiritual.
Negro spiritual.
So Run the Jewels makes sense in that with LP, I guess, and that foundation.
my
Jux.
universe.
Def
Yeah.
Jux, yeah.
You know? So I don't involve, like, you're not about to, like, you know, like now, before, yeah, like a person could hit me up, like, I want to do a song with you. But like, nigga, you not in my universe. Why the fuck would we even hang out? Like, we can hang out.
Right.
Yeah.
And kick it, but you're not in my universe of music. Like, that shit's stupid.
So you're not necessarily like
You're not
reaching
on
out.
my planet.
Yeah.
Hell fuck no.
So it's like if a big pop
Reaching out to
artist,
somebody.
or if a big pop artist wanted to work with you, you wouldn't necessarily gravitate to them because they're not part of the Danny universe.
Like you mean like if Lady Gaga?
Yeah, if Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga's in my universe.
Okay.
Bag secured.
Lady Gaga's in my universe.
Okay, she said that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But I feel what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
like Taylor Swift ain't in my universe.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't do no song with Taylor Swift.
Right.
But
Does that
would
make
be
you proud when
interesting.
you look at your catalog that you built your career that way? Like even though like you,
like to me, doing a song with the Gorillas, that was my universe. That's the biggest I can get in my universe. You know, there's no one else in my universe. So yeah, in my universe, yeah, I did it. My world, I run my planet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to hop on this shit? It's called the Copper Top. That's my planet, the Copper Top.
not the red top. But
No, Copper Top, like Duracell.
But Run the Jewels, Killer Michael's blacked
killed
out on
that
that
verse.
record, right? Did you hype him up? Did you tell him to calm down?
I don't give a fuck about Trump.
Now, he ripped that joint.
He bodied it, but I love.
He did.
That's the MC
I
in
tell
you.
LP though. Last time with LP, I'm like, Mike, man, he fucking. And then he's like, for real? He's like,
Yeah. I mean, you and LP are good on it.
killed
but,
us.
yeah.
No, but now
he
since
went in.
I like LP verse the most now.
Really? Okay.
Nah, Killer Mike's is perfect for the election cycle.
I think Killer Mike did his verse before LP, and LP was trying to, you know.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So now I hear his shit. I hear it. He did put more effort into the writing. If we read it, his shit would have more loopholes and shit. Killer Mike just had the best performance.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Is you steal from me, nigga? You got to, like, even putting shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was the best
Just that
performance.
guest rapper.
It was
thing,
the best.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
the OG, big homie.
Yeah.
You supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, why would I have you on here if you're not
we
going to
used
do
to
that?
get so caught up in that murdered somebody in their own shit type shit, but it's like you set up the guest feature to nail what they're supposed to nail,
Right.
right? Like, that's the
Yeah,
whole point of
only
collaboration.
time a person ever bodied me has been on my albums. Freddie Gibbs on Ove,
Yeah.
Earl and Kendrick Nunn on.
But that's
Rio,
why
you
you're
know what
having the
I'm
guests to like set this
saying?
template.
Now,
Right.
now we got Killer Mike doing his goddamn thing.
It's a playlist. It's a playlist.
Right.
Put me on your album and see what happens. You get what I'm saying?
One train, one
That's why they
train.
don't hit me
Yeah.
up for features. Put me on your shit and see what happens. Now we can do the backtrack on that. Let's go. Run them. Run them. It's an argument to be made on every feature I've done.
So we cut the hair because of the movie, right? So take us
Shout-
just
White
through that.
Boy Rick.
Let's first start with the hair and the change of that.
Yeah, I had dreads, which I probably would have had kept, but it's nothing worse than seeing a person with long ass dreads. For some reason, that shit look lame. You ever see a person with just long dreads to the back? You be like, nigga, you stink. I just know you smell bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? The hygiene just not on point with that, you know? So I probably would have long ass dreads right now. I probably look
Wow.
stupid as fuck right now if that didn't happen. But you know, God has plans for everyone.
Then you hit the
Yeah.
perm first. The perm.
Oh, yeah, you know, that was just see.
No, you said it on one of the songs. The
Came
the
in his
tongue
bitch,
out,
tongue out,
Yeah.
the
and
perm
without a
the
front
image.
tooth.
No front tooth.
but
The perm was flowing. Skinny jeans, leather jackets.
But the money's flowing now, Ellie. He had a
I think I had more money then. I swear I do. I swear I do. I had more money then because I didn't have nothing to spend it on.
But what is it like to make major physical changes for you?
Somebody told me I have like identity issues. You know, like I can't like a person happy with the way they look. You know, but I'm always seeking, like I'm always seeking a new, like you know, like if we could go back, how many rappers drastically changed their hairstyle as much as I've done?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen people cut their hair and just literally fall off.
Yeah.
So I've kind of beat the hair curse. You know what I'm saying? Like I went from the swoop to the green hot top to dreadlocks to this shit. So it's character development. Yeah.
When you fixed the teeth though and all that stuff, you kind of went underground, right? Like you didn't leave, you
No.
stayed in the house, like you didn't go out a lot, right?
No, I mean the teeth thing, to be honest, it was more of a health thing. As bad as my teeth was, I was going to the dentist all the time just to maintain that.
Oh, wow.
And they were just telling me, man, like, you are on the verge of, by the time you're 40, you're going to be in dentures.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I was like, you know, me being a nigga, I was like, fuck it, I just get a grill on them bitches, man. We going to rock out.
A dentist
I'll
grill?
spit this motherfucker out, eat the fuck out that pussy. I'm going to gum the shit out that pussy. Bitches going to love these gums. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh my goodness.
I remember, man, my grandma, she had dentures and shit. The motherfucker stank. You know what I'm saying? And I started thinking about that level of it. Like, man, that motherfucker, that little tray, that motherfucker be woofing. That motherfucking tray, all that shit be woofing.
Nobody snapping on your tray.
Niggas ain't got dentures like t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just pop out like, oh, I got new dentures. Pop these in. No, them bitches gonna be bumping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, fuck that. Let's do this.
Yeah.
What
was that process like? Was it crazy?
It was a
I know
year-long
30K,
process.
30K.
Wow.
Yeah, I spent $30,000, but it was a year-long process because I had to heal. Like, I had to get bone grafting, which is, people don't see. They see the top, but my bottoms. Oh, this is fake too. So my whole entire, because my tooth was missing right there, I was using my bottoms more than anything. And you don't supposed to use your bottoms for nothing. Your bottoms. So I was biting shit with my bottoms. Anytime I bite, I was biting it from the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my bottoms became so weak that eventually these whole front was gonna fall out one day. That shit was loose as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, bro. So they had to take those out, cut open my gums, take my bone out, put somebody else's bone, put screws on that bone, and then put the teeth on top of those screws, which takes a lot of time to heal from. Just you cutting you open and putting the bone in, you got to heal after that.
Damn.
Put the screws in, got to heal after that. Then you put the teeth on. You know what I'm saying? So
it made you not even want to
I
go
was
out?
touring and everything.
Oh, wow.
You said
No,
what?
I had a bottom grill. I was just
you
putting the
did?
bottom grill on. I had no fucking bottom teeth for like half a year. No one knew because I was wearing a bottom grill.
But being in business with Danny Brown is expensive because I remember on Atrocity exhibition, you say you spent like $70,000 on samples.
I thought you were talking about my
debt.
hotel room smoking charges.
Oh my God.
That's the most expensive.
Legendary.
I mean, bro, I want to clear that up because people always, he went in debt. Bro, record label money, you stupid motherfuckers. Like, that's where I just spent most of my budget going to. I probably could have had cool features. I probably could do a lot of cool shit, but people look at it like I even seen it. They say he spent this. Motherfucker, I ain't got $70,000 to spend on shit. Y'all is retarded. You think I spent $70,000 on samples? Yeah, right. We done had Casio keyboard beats before you knew it.
Oh, man.
Not true though. You know I care about music more than that. But as a joke, it's funny. But yeah, that was just the record label. So when you go in the red with your record label, you in debt, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's why we only got 11 songs this album. We ain't have enough money. Shit got expensive. We want enough money for another song. Come on, man. So when motherfuckers talk about if you want to complain about how short this album is, y'all should have bought the last one.
Consumer
That's
responsibility,
where we at,
baby.
Y'all gotta have responsibility. Y'all wanna ramp it up 2 years later. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all don't appreciate it now. I don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say,
anymore.
so like, what do you judge success now with this project? Now put it now even now the world now
I
is
don't
like even
judge
more.
success by.
What's gonna make it
I
successful
judge
to you?
success by sitting around with Q-Tip.
Interesting.
Legends, nigga. Like, nigga, motherfuckers you grew up to, you fucking with they shit and you wish you could just sit in the same room with them, you know? And now you sit in the room with them and they're like, you that nigga.
That was like your father's favorite group,
Yes.
right?
I was
A Tribe Called
I was
Quest.
to Low End Theory every fucking day he drove me to school. You know what I'm saying? He don't even believe it's true.
My son's working with Q-Tip.
He don't believe it. Like,
He
even
he
now,
didn't really
he's
do
like,
that beat.
He's like, whatever. I mean, now that shit's coming out, he knows it's for real. But when I was telling
You gotta
him,
get Q-Tip in a video or something. Then you gonna be like,
You never
oh,
brought it
this
to
real.
like a studio session?
nah, man, Tip ain't like that, man.
You just went to the crib, right? Crib in
Yeah, Tip
Jersey.
ain't like that, man. He not coming out. He not talking about nothing. He not doing that.
So when
man.
did you know it was real? Like, you know, because you always say, yeah, we should do a project together. But like, when did you know it was real? Like, he was really committed to it. And like,
No, we
when did you know it was like we really
hung
gonna try to
out.
do it?
I went to a studio maybe like 5 times before we even started making music.
In
Yeah.
Queens, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No,
Jersey.
Jersey,
yeah.
okay.
It's home,
We
yeah.
just was talking, and he crazy because he records all the conversations we have.
Oh, wow.
So he has everything. I know he'd be going back playing shit and be like, all right.
I think your music always is like you said, is that slow burn. You got to really go back and like really
have to
appreciate
care.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
have
Like
to
one
invest.
listen is
You
not
have to
gonna
care.
be one
You
listen.
have to invest.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. People that are Danny Brown fans and that listen to my music and understand it and get it
Yeah.
are hip hop fans.
Yeah.
They're not casual listeners to music. Some people seek out shit. They don't just take in what the radio give them. It's some people that only listen to what the radio
Yeah.
give them. They only listen to music and in passing. They get in their car going to work. They hear a song. Oh, that's dope. I'll buy that album. They go to a club. Everybody rock. Oh, what's this song? Everybody know it. They see them singing. I'm not involved in this. I gotta be cool too. Fuck that. What's this song? And they go buy the song. You know, we ain't like that.
Right.
You know, that ain't, you know, that's, you know what that is? That's the first day of the Jordans. Right now, they lined up
Hype
in
piece.
2019.
Right.
And we wearing 85 retros.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it seems like you also
we still
are-
trying to find shit that the soul gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Right.
We can't even wear them 3
But it
times.
seems like you demand, like you said, it's a high taste level. You almost want your fans to have that same energy, right? Like you want
I abuse
you
my
want the
fans.
most informed fans.
I really put my fans through torture for this shit.
Yeah.
I really feel like too, because
You retweeted one fan and was like, okay, hope Danny Brown's great unless he's not working on his album.
Yeah.
Fuck him. or
oh
some
yeah,
shit.
that's my homegirl. Shout out to her. But no, I put him through it because of like some gang shit, man. Like, come on, man, you gotta show me you dedicated. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to flop and jump to the next nigga the other
You
day.
ain't no
You know
real
what I'm saying?
Danny Brown fan.
You a real Danny Brown fan, man. You don't give a fuck about nothing else. But if I was a Danny Brown fan, I probably wouldn't listen to other rap. I'd be listening to everything else, and then my only rap would be Danny Brown. And whatever's involved in that universe
Right.
of it. Like when I tweet something, be like, oh, this dope. Then I'll listen to that. I'll check it out. I'm like, Danny be tripping sometimes. That shit ain't that fire. But who knows? Maybe I wasn't a rapper all this time. Maybe that's just what the community embraced. I wasn't good at shooting basketballs or playing any sports. And people liked me because I could rap. But maybe I'm just rapping is easy. We could see it. That's what I call these motherfuckers. I call these motherfuckers art school kids. When you see these motherfuckers that they so talented in all these other areas, but they want to rap. Like, why are you trying to take the job from a motherfucker that's all he can do? Like, it's a lot of these motherfuckers, you look at them and you see it like, why are you rapping? It's so fucking degrading what you are as a person. Like what I told you, this shit's like selling crack at this point. You want to be a rapper, nigga, you might as well just, like, you want to sell crack. You want to sell drugs at this point. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about it. The first time I heard Too Short Freaky Tales,
Yeah.
my mom was hanging out with her homegirls and they were just playing it.
Wow.
And the look on my face, I was like, that beat is so, but they cut it off. Like, they cut it off and like, oh shit. They saying I was paying attention too much. Like, so I'm like,
Pull
yeah,
it up.
no.
You got Freaky Tales.
Freaky
Too Short
Tales.
Freaky
Oh, I don't got it. You got it.
Fuck the song. Play the instrumental. We could just talk to that shit the whole podcast. Doom, doo, doo, doo. We could have did the whole podcast to the Freaky Tales instrumental. You know what I'm saying?
You still single on these streets, though, right?
Hell no, I'm married. I got a
Okay.
wife.
God bless, brother.
My wife know jujitsu.
Oh,
She
You
just won a
behave.
tournament.
So you
She
behave.
just won a fucking tournament. My wife is.
your wife's a Power Ranger.
She had 12. No, and it's fucked up too because she was at Gracie and she wanted to start going to 10th Planet. So now she go 10th Planet, no gi jujitsu, which is more scarier. Like, bitch, you ain't got nothing to grab. You can just. You can tap a nigga out. You can tap a nigga out naked now. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm more scared. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a stumbler. You know, I get drunk and like that. That's fun to me though.
Yeah.
I used to tell people that. Like when you do Xanax, I love doing Xanax. I even like doing Xanax and getting drunk because I called it ping pong. You know what I'm saying? Like you take 2 Xanny bars and you get shit face drunk. And then you put music on and try to walk and you just bounce up. You hit every wall.
Yeah.
Anything that's in the vicinity, you're gonna hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Boom. And then you just bounce off it to the next part to bounce off, and that's how you move around the world. But that's fun. I don't even do shit like that by myself. I didn't go out in the world in public like that. I would just be in my basement bumping my friend. Right now I have a huge dent in my wall from Xanax. Like, fuck, I just bumped that one day. Like, boom, and you can see it. It looks like somebody threw somebody through the wall, but that was just me on Xanax one night, drunk, just playing ping pong, listening to music. Like, boom. I called it ping pong. And then I pass out.
But Kamal was just
I
regulating the
fell
behavior.
asleep in some of the weirdest places of Xanax. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody appreciates a druggie in that sense.
Right.
Because you look at that shit, be like, damn, that shit seem fun. Or, these motherfuckers in Buffalo doing some shit right now, man. This motherfucker Conway, face to the side. This motherfucker West Side Gun got some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all better start looking at them motherfuckers.
And Benny wasn't even a thing at that point.
They still had Mach Hami with them.
Yeah.
Now Mach Hami is
that.
his own little thing now.
Yeah.
Daddy was talking that Griselda shit. I'm like, what?
I'm like, this is the
It's
New
early.
York shit y'all need to be in. This shit is what Flex need to be dropping bombs to right now.
Yeah.
That nigga, I'm just saying, y'all let this Tekashi shit happen.
You talk about snitching at the end of combat. That's how you end your album talking about snitching. Why did you hit that tone with that? And like, is that such a
Combat wasn't intentionally supposed to be the last song.
yeah?
Q-Tip sequenced it.
Oh, he did a good job.
He's on that joint too. Him and Cons, right? Consequence.
Consequence, ain't that so?
He said Cons
We
like
got
I'm
the
getting
family
on.
back together. Danny Brown brought the my family back together.
Bro, keeps it in context. Like Beast Rhymes and Life type shit.
Bro, me and Tip, we already talking about the next album. I already told him.
Wow.
The next album, bro, I'm the newest member of the Native Tongues.
Yeah.
You know, let me pop the
Was that last? Like,
so I'm bringing the whole crew out. I gotta have Daylight. I don't give a fuck. We need the Jungle Brothers on this bitch. Girl, I house you. We gonna do a fucking marathon lap. I mean, he's not down with it. He's not probably down with that. But,
no, but I want
to me, as a fan, like as a person, I would fucking love to make a Native Tongue album.
Right,
like, fuck it, we gonna involve everybody. Now bring everybody back. That's what that is.
But he made a great Tribe album.
He don't want to do that shit. Hell, fuck.
But that might excite you that he did the Tribe album and pulled it off. That last Tribe album was dope.
Shit was fire.
He was like, "Fuck it, I'm Danny Brown. I'll work with him. I'll work
It
with
just
that
came out
guy."
too close to my album, and it got higher reviews than my album.
This is biased.
No, I ain't listening to that shit.
No, you like this generation. I saw you put that on a playlist. On a playlist.
Ooh, yeah, of course. But right now, bro. All right, we want to do.
Before
this.
we get out of here, we gotta go.
We're gonna do this. All right, we gotta go. All right, I'm gonna tell all y'all motherfuckers because I do this like I told him 3 years ago.
Yes.
Listen to motherfucking Griselda.
Yeah.
Woo. I'm telling you motherfuckers right now, he's in jail, and it's a real unfortunate situation. But the best rapper in the world is Draco the Ruler. Hands down. It's not even a debate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Danny's.
have you ever listened to Draco the Ruler?
I've heard it.
See? You've heard.
About to listen to Draco the Ruler and some
heard.
JPEG Mafia.
You've never listened. I've literally listened to not JPEG.
Draco.
But I listened to Draco for like 2 years straight without listening to no other rap music, period.
Let's do it.
The thing that took me off Draco, which lets you know how much of a fucking fan I am of just music in general, is who I'm taking them to me, Ash Nico. Shouts out Ash Nico. What's up, Ash? My girl. This bitch rap her ass off, too.
In the year of women hip hop, this bitch rap her ass off.
This bitch rap her ass off, but it's one of those things that should get overlooked. That's where I seen her shit and I heard her music and I was listening to it and I'm like, oh, y'all bitches hating. Because y'all got y'all thing going, no, y'all hating. This bitch rap better than everybody. Y'all tripping.
Right.
Because
In that conversation.
she has a, if you want to get real cool, she has a song called, if you want to just be like some rapper shit.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
She has a song called Fuck Me in Shibuya.
That's a hell of a title.
Fuck Me in Shibuya. Wish I never knew ya. You know what I'm saying? That one's really good. But no, I just looked at that and I saw it the same way where I looked at it like with me. When I saw Ash Nico, like I looked at it like she's obviously way better at rapping than a lot of motherfuckers. She obviously can sing really good than a lot of shit. So what is the hate? Like, why is this not blown up? Why is this not cracking? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's obviously shit is getting oversaturated, kind of, where we have like, right now, if I can find a bitch with a fat ass and she can deliver it right, and we can do something weird to get her, maybe she catch a fade with a bitch at a strip club and whip her ass with her titties out or something. And next weekend she drop a song, beat that bitch with her titties out.
Yeah.
And it's fire with a fucking, you know, we going viral, the shit's cracking. Bro, I just told you how to get in the rap game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
She's doing it the real way, where I could see videos from her trying it before she got with a management. Then you see it when she got with management. You see it when she signed her deal. Like, you can see the progression. I like watching the YouTube of progression.
Yeah.
And I saw that with her, and I saw that, you know, she signed to a major now, and it's, you know, and I'm like, yo, y'all hating. Y'all obviously hating on this bitch because she rap.
She's the truth.
She raps. I watch this bitch, bro. I fucking stand her like, wait. Yeah. Like, she do these like freestyle videos you can find randomly, and it's bars every time. But I hear it from like my point of view. Like, I be listening. Like, she had one bar, she's like, he a 7, but my pussy 8. I was like, oh. Why didn't I think of that forever? Because I could have did that. She a 7, but her pussy 8. What? Yeah. It sounds way better coming from me. Like, oh shit.
Yeah. Word up. How proud of you of this legacy, man? He's this catalog now. Danny Brown, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Triple X.
I'm the sacrificial lamb on this shit. I don't need respect. I don't need that shit. I don't need to sell records. I don't need none of that shit. I just need 20 years later when the shit is popular and a motherfucker selling records and they doing it, and they be like, man, I went back and I studied that Danny Brown shit, and that's how I'm here right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the same way I went back and studied Bowie, the same way motherfuckers go back and listen to Beatles or whatever the fuck. I don't gotta be that nigga that was cracking right now, but 20 years later, when these motherfuckers are still rapping, be like, nigga, I went back and listened to Danny Brown. I ain't go back and listen to that auto-tune shit.
Yeah.
I went back and listened to it. Cause guess what's gonna happen? This shit getting so oversaturated with this robot sounding ass shit, motherfuckers about to go back to the pure. It's coming. That's like with Coke. You know, shit been stepped over so long, niggas want that El Chapo again. You want that motherfucker in the head up? The fentanyl been coming, nigga want they shit not stepped on no more. You know what that mean?
That pure
That's a higher.
That pure always
That's
lasts.
a higher clientele.
So you're playing a long game. You're always playing a long
That's
game.
a higher clientele of shit. You gotta look at it like, if Coke is cracking and it's selling everywhere like a motherfucker, then we could step on it and do whatever the fuck we want. Everybody gonna buy it because everybody just sniffing and buying anything they want.
Right.
Now that it's not cool of a drug and whatever the fuck, you have to have the highest quality of shit that motherfuckers that fuck with it, that do it. You know what I'm saying? So now that's where we at with this.
Yeah.
This is top side, not stepped on blow.
Danny Brown catalog.
You know
That's what
You know what I'm saying?
you got fentanyl. Y'all been doing fentanyl. That's why y'all dying. Y'all all been doing fentanyl. Now a motherfucker come with this top side. That's why it's not going to be able to take to a lot of people the way it should, because a lot of people going to OD. They're going to die.
Right.
They're not going to be able to make it past this album. You know what I'm saying? So the people that have a high tolerance of good hip hop and have the palate of caviar, they're going to be living
Caviar
their
rap.
best. They're going to be living
Yes,
their
sir.
best life.
Danny Brown, man.
brother.
Appreciate
I'm
you.
glad you're back,
Thank
man.
you guys for having me, man.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Rap Radar Podcast.
Yeah, Danny Brown.